Yeah, I'll definitely just, tell you a little bit about me and why I'm here and what I like to say. My name is Yuri Guzman, and I'm a business process manager, and I'm a mother of three. And yeah, I live in a lovely home, safe, and with my husband. And we're just blessed and super excited about life every day. But in 2008, um, my life changed. I was a single mother at that time, living here in Texas, and it was very difficult to know what my life was going to be like, what I was going to do, just me and my little girls. And everything changed whenever my daughter made a 911 call, and the police came and they saw the condition that I was in, and they decided to interfere, and that led us to SafeHaven, where we were scared. It was uncertain where we were going, the process, what we were going to do. And SafeHaven welcomed us in with more than just a roof over our head at that day, but with compassion and dignity. And it was an experience being there. The girls still to this day remember Miss Cookie. She was one of the cafeteria ladies. Sometimes the girls, they didn't want to eat just with all the tension that was going around, in their minds, and just seeing all the things that, the uncertainty of everything. And she was so sweet. She would make them special, as she called it, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And just that compassion, to be willing to do something was during a time that was so difficult, and the girls' lives, everything was so fragile, that gave us just so much to say that we exist, that we're here, and everything's okay, people care. It was such kind action that she did that the girls still remember this day. And I remember also my youngest daughter, Jenna, is one of my amazing memories that I have, because she graduated from pre-K. SafeHaven provided coordinated all the transportation to the school. And when she graduated, while we were still in the shelter, they provided a cap and gown. And yeah, during a time that was so difficult, it was definitely just amazing to us, to see my little girl, so tiny, and feel so proud that she was accomplishing something. We were creating something and moving forward. And shortly after leaving the shelter, I was granted a protective order, a private address protective order, and it was a 2 years protective order, and I started seeing the signs with calls and messages, and my car was vandalized, and I could just sense it. I knew the pattern. SafeHaven provided me all the tools to say the decisions that I was going to make. What is the best decision to make. And it wasn't easy, but staying was going to be difficult. So I made a hard decision to leave, and we moved far northeast. And that move wasn't just for distance. It was to, I want to say, reclaim our freedom. Whenever I arrived there, I hadn't stopped to really see life. And I remember we were at a park somewhere, and I could hear my little girls playing around and laughing, and I felt like time just stopped. And I was able to feel the wind and see the breeze in the leaves and see the sun rays through the trees. And I took a deep breath, and I felt freedom. I was far away, but I felt free. And SafeHaven provided the tools that I needed to make the decisions that were going to be useful for not only me, but for the girls. Since then, I earned my MBA, and I have a Lean Six Sigma certification. My daughter, eldest daughter Gianna, she is graduating this summer from business, what is it called? Informatics and engineering, and she is going to go and obtain her master's this fall. She got admitted, so it's exciting. My youngest, Jenna, she is a junior and majoring in neuroscience and preparing for medical school. Wow. And yeah, our family since grew. I have an 11-year-old son. He's a second-degree black belt, state champ. Wow. And like I mentioned, we live in a peaceful home where there's purpose and there is love and there's peace. And I want to say that there's structure because SafeHaven provided structure for us, provided the not only tools, the education, the resources that we needed that I didn't know or understood at the time, and I didn't know that that was okay not to know. The only thing I needed to do was just be there. And it was the dignity that they provided us. It made a huge difference. There's a quote by Marcus Aurelius he's a Roman emperor philosopher that says that the impediment to action advances action, and what stands in the way becomes the way. And SafeHaven provided that vision for me to see that what was standing in the way, all the obstacles ahead, were the path that I needed to be able to create a future for me and my daughters. And I'm grateful for the chance that I had to make a difference in my life, to be able to see what I needed to make that difference, and in return provide that structure for my daughters. And I'm here today after so many years because 2 little girls are thriving, and they're doing that because people that stopped and believed that this program was useful, this program could transform families. We're living proof. And I would say that I'm here also to say to anyone that is still in the shelter right now that I pray for you. Everything is going to be so much better in the future than it is right now. Just keep going. And to all the people that volunteer in every aspect of SafeHaven, thank you. And to all the people that donated, the resources that they provided, didn't just provide shelter. It provides single families, a single mom like me, a chance to change my life, and in return it changed my daughter's lives. And to anyone that wants to support the program, any little bit contributes to lives being changed with the tools and resources, and they were there at the time that I didn't know that I needed them. SafeHaven was there for me. And since then, I kept pushing forward. And I'm just so grateful that this program existed because it changed my life. And so I just want to say thank you.